She's going to explain to us exactly what happened and how the cat got away. You know, I think it's only fair that we hear our girly pop out. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Well, I mean, I will say this. Amberlynn's wearing a new top. Normally we see her in the Betsy Johnson or the Outhouse shirt. I would suggest for someone like Amberlynn that stripes are not her friend, but I don't know. Girly pop here is kind of giving us candy cane realness. I'm kind of here for it. Or maybe I'm just excited to see her in something that isn't from Shrek. I will say I did watch this one in advance, so I know what's coming. She pretty much blames you all. The fact that the Rarity poster got taken down because some troll posted Twinkie's information, it's basically all y'all's fault. I would suppose if y'all are ready to slap yourselves on the wrists, that's coming up because y'all are to blame for this. The fact that this cat is out in the wilderness, cold, hungry, scared, alone, y'all have only yourselves to thank for this. As if you all couldn't get any worse. Ugh. It's Becky. No, not Becky this time. You all. Nasty audience people. Ugh. All right, let's get started.
Hey guys, welcome to a new video. So this video is going to be updates on Rarity, my cat that is missing, and also questions and concerns that I've seen float around. I want to do my diligence and like answering questions because it just seems like a lot of people are confused, and I know there is a
And okay, so to clarify here, questions and concerns that are floating around, these are not people going to her Instagram DMs. This is Amberlynn going into reaction channels and going on forums and reading comments about what people are having to say about her. And now she's here to set the record straight. She's here to do her Z-Snap mic drop. That's what this is. There's a lot of people sending in questions. There's a lot of concern. There's a lot of misinformation floating around the community. This is Amberlynn lurking in reaction channels to hear what people are saying.
Section of people who watch me who stay confused on purpose. I'm not making this video for them.
Stay confused on purpose? There's a portion of my audience that stays confused on purpose. Oh, she's pissed. She's pissed. Oh, did you hear that? That was nasty. Wonder where she got that from. Well, you know what? They stay confused on purpose. Where'd you get that from? Who told you that, Amber?
I'm not making this video for them. I'm making this video for my supporters and for people who actually care about Rarity. So a big question is like, what day did she go missing? Did she go missing while you were at the Billie Eilish concert? Like, I'm confused why you're at a concert while your cat is missing. Like, what? Billie Eilish concert happened on the 14th. Rarity went missing very early in the morning on the 17th. I was not at a Billie Eilish concert while my cat was missing.
So early on the 17th. Okay, so they did the Billy thing the 14th. They stayed overnight in Chicago, and I'm guessing that they came back the 15th. So they were back the 15th, back the 16th, early morning. You know, I would imagine that if, what's her face, the feeder. I would imagine if the feeder does 7 to 7, that's like a common shift for nurses. If the feeder does 7 to 7, Amberlynn, you know, gets up at 5 or something, like to get up with her. I don't know. So that happened early in the morning on the 17th. So they were back, what she's alleging, they were back 2 full days before the cat went missing.
I could tell you that. Every time I upload a video now, the question is, why are you doing that instead of looking for your cat? My answer to that is pretty simple. 2 things can happen at once. I am working and I'm also trying to look for my missing cat. I'm literally in my bed in the dark editing my videos at like 2 a.m. as it's snowing. And yes, please do not remind me that it is snowing and my cat is outside. I just hope that there is a loving person who found her and is currently taking care of her and just haven't contacted like the animal shelter or anything. That is my absolute hope in this. I go through random moments where I literally have the biggest breakdowns and I'm like, and painful. Even just like touching it hurts because all I do is cry, it feels like. And I'm just becoming literally a shell of a person. Rarity was everything to me. Like, I know.
Oh, there's that was again. Rarity was everything to me. Why you keep doing that, Amber? What's with that? Was. As if the cat has already, you know, kicked the bucket.
Some of you guys would joke around that Rarity was my favorite of the three. That's not true. I don't have a favorite, but you guys would joke about that. I loved her a lot. She just like followed me everywhere, literally everywhere. No matter what room I was in, no matter what I was doing, she was there. So,
well, yeah, because it's similar to that episode on SpongeBob when Gary wouldn't leave Patrick alone. SpongeBob thought that his pet snail was obsessed with Patrick and wanted Patrick to be his owner, but it turns out there was a cookie in Patrick's pocket. It's the same thing. Rarity would follow me room to room. I wonder why. Nasty. The girl's hurting and you're making SpongeBob jokes. Ugh. Is there any extent that you won't lower to? Ugh. Nasty. Your streaming services are much appreciated tonight, Daddy. Please don't call me Daddy. I'm not ready. I'm only 28. Please, just like give me at least 5 more years.
the hardest part of it all is the unknown. Where is she? Is she hurting? Is she scared? Is she cold? Or is she having the freaking time of her life? Like the world is her oyster. I don't.
No, Amber. That's not what's going on. Is she having the time of her life? A domesticated animal that is used to the confines of a few rooms and being fed at certain times every day, getting to shit in a designated area. Is the cat having the time of its life? No, babe. I mean, it didn't go to the local airport and fly down to Orlando and go to Magic Kingdom. Is my cat that's lost in the wilderness having the time of its life?
Cats don't run away. They explore. And they explore too hard, and then they get lost.
So Rarity was hardcore exploring. Rarity was hardcore exploring and got lost. Cats don't run away, they explore. Rarity is on tour with Billy. Exactly, Teardrop. She's not running away, she's exploring. Exactly, Teardrop.
She didn't run away. People were wondering, was she stressed? No, she acted like she owned this house. I was like, Tommy, I think you have a new owner of this house, and it is Rarity. Rarity isn't like a scared cat.
Tommy, you have a new owner of this house.
Like, she handles herself so well. She adapts so well. Like, she's just a smart little kitty, and she loved it here. Like, this is really sad, but literally this video I'm about to show you is her laying on Tommy a night before she went missing.
Oh boy, more shit laying on top of the feeder. I mean, when will this end? When will this end? With things laying on this feeder. I mean, I have... seriously, until this season, of all the stuff that I have come across on the internet, and I've come across a lot of stuff on the internet, I have never heard of a crushing fetish. I've never heard of something like that before. It wasn't until season 6 of Amberlynn Reid that I heard about people having a crushing fetish. I mean, gosh, has this girl ever heard of a weighted blanket? Has this girl, I don't know. I mean, it's always, you know, somebody's laying on top, someone or something is always laying on top of this woman. Tummy hill feeder. Why does this go on for so long? How long have we been watching this? Why does that go on for an eternity?
She's happy, she's content, she's purring, and it just breaks my heart that like she explored too hard and now I can't.
Explored too hard. She's already trying to introduce buzzwords and key terms to the internet to make it look like it's someone else's fault or something else's fault. Well, it's not so much that it's my fault that I left the door open. It's that cats are naturally curious critters and they explore too hard. It's not really my fault because they're natural explorers. I'm telling you, these are the mental gymnastics. This is the mental floor routine that Amberlynn is putting down right now to convince herself that it's not her fault. Hardcore exploring. She also is going to blame y'all, so wait on it. Wait on it. I keep checking if you're live around this time every night. I think I might be addicted and fiending. Addicted to me? Little old me? Oh. Oh my gosh. Buy me dinner first.
Find her, and I feel like I'm failing, but I'm doing everything I can. I will not be crying in this video. I am being attacked for crying. I'm being attacked for not crying. I'm being told there's no tears when I am crying. I am being told, why are you so horrible? You're not crying. Like, it's just like...
What is happening? I don't know. Which kind of reminds me, people were like, why were you smirking? Why weren't you crying in this video? So if you guys remember that video, it's because there was mixed company here. I wasn't the only one here. Tommy wasn't the only one here. There was mixed company, and it's not people I normally film in front of, so I was feeling...
What? What? I was filming in front of mixed company, and that's why I was smiling? What is she, where did she pull this out of? What? Okay, first of all, who's there? Who's there? What, her parents? The dad who gets the feeder out of trouble whenever she goes and makes a mess? Who was there? Mixed company. Maybe her kid was there. Oh. I hate that a kid's involved. What we know about these two women, and then you introduce a kid into this, keep a kid far away from this. Oh my God. Introducing a kid to all of this mess. Introducing a kid to Amberlynn Reid. I mean, homegirl's getting dino nuggies made in the microwave, and Amberlynn's in the other room crying, blaming strangers on the internet about why her cat's missing. I really hope the kid doesn't get exposed to any of this. Ugh. Mixed company. Oh my gosh. This is like, you know, this is like when she had that friend. Do you guys remember toward the end of season 5? It was a very brief period of time, but Amberlynn said that she had friends over. She and Jade had friends, and the friends were over at their apartment. And this is like at the same time when all the rumors were circulating that they had like a polyamorous relationship and there were multiple people living in the apartment. Look how many groceries they have. There's no way that there's only 2 people living in that house. There has to be a third or fourth person. And then Amberlynn was like, there's a guy friend. We never got clarification on that, by the way. That was Eric and Ricky. She said that there was a guy friend. That was weird. Mixed company. Poly means that you're cool with having multiple partners at the same time. I think that the feeder's just a player. I think that she is just like, you know, all right, you lay on me. All right, well, you know, let me get what I need from you, and then, you know, I'm on to the next. I just think that she's a player. I think it's like, you know, okay, lay on top of me. Let me see how that feels, and then I'll find something or someone new else to lay on top of me. And, you know, I mean, like the girl said in the text messages that we looked at, she's always on her phone. Always on her phone. So, I mean, what's she doing on that phone? Who's she talking to? What apps is she on? Just likes to gather the fatties and flirt. Yeah. I think that she's like trying to build like a whole barn. I think that she wants to be a farmer. I think that she wants to wear overalls and walk around with a pitchfork with a straw hat. And I think that she's building her own barnyard.
It was mixed company, and it's not people I normally film in front of, so I was feeling a little awkward and a little like shy a little bit. People noticed that I seemed a little off.
Oh my God, Amberlynn feeling shy in front of a literal child. 4 years old, 5 years old. Well, I don't want her to think that I'm like weird. Amberlynn feeling shy in front of like a kid. Well, I want her to think that I'm cool. Emily has a collection of beanbags lined up. She is Polly because Amber's the size of multiple people. Oh, yeah. It's when like a bunch of troublesome teenagers all stack inside of a trench coat and try to go in the movie theater and only pay for one ticket. You know, I mean, honestly, we could be looking at like 8 different people. We've never thought of that.
People are also asking if the Tommy's Rumors video, which this one right here, was filmed.
Thank you, Jordy. Thank you for reminding me why I hate YouTube and why I need to distance myself from all of you nasty people. Thank you, Jordy. All right, Shrek. Or wait, no, is this a heart? I can't remember. Or is this the outhouse? I don't know. Her hair's covering it up. I wish you would get a real job and get a life. Well, Amber. I mean, we all wish for things.
While Rarity was missing, no, absolutely not. People are also asking, like, why do I keep talking in past tense? Like, why did I say, I know you guys loved her, instead of saying, I know you guys love her? My anxiety.
Oh, she is neck deep in reaction channels. Well, people were talking about why I use past tense. People were talking about this. I mean, like her addressing allegations that even haven't come across like reaction channels or on the forums. I've heard this too, so I'm going to address this too. Oh, you know that Amberlynn is fucking... I mean, honestly, she spends more time investigating forums and message boards and reaction channels and comments about what's being said about her. Imagine if she channeled that energy into finding the cat. Could you imagine? She's definitely reading the comments. Oh, you just know. She has a, what are those things called? She has a magnifying glass on the comment section of every single reaction channel. The morning of the 17th. Okay, so the 17th. The cat's been gone for 8 days now. Eight full days the cat's been gone. And I mean, like, guys, this isn't a cat that's had training. I mean, this is like Primrose Everdeen getting called to compete in the Hunger Games. I mean, this isn't a cat that is used to outside. This isn't a cat that can... that's used to hunting, used to like other predators, used to surviving in the wilderness. I mean, this 8 full days in an area that they don't know. I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying one way or the other, but I'm just saying it's starting to not look good. On the original post, I mean, that's just like a weird coincidence. On the original poster, it said like, I don't know if this is considered like doxing, whatever. But the name of the area in which the cat went missing is the one that, it's the same name of the woman that passed away back in April. That's a weird coincidence, a very weird coincidence indeed.
My mental health is so bad that my brain keeps going to the worst case scenario. When you hear me speak in past tense, that is why. Is because I'm just having so much anxiety and fear and stuff that it's really getting in my head.
So she's speaking in past tense because she's anxious. Wouldn't you want... I mean, that doesn't sound like you have a small amount of defeat in you. That pretty much sounds like you've come to the conclusion that the cat is gone for good. I have a small amount of defeat. I wouldn't be talking about my pet as if they were already gone for good if I had a small amount of defeat. I loved her. She was the best cat. That doesn't sound like a small amount of defeat. Well, I mean, Rarity's tiny. So, I mean, even if they had a fenced-in yard, she could probably slip through the cracks. I mean, Rarity's like, what, 8 pounds? I mean, I have seen videos of cats, like, slip under the door frame of closed doors. Cats are like shapeshifters. So, I mean, the fact that it's a closed-in yard, that doesn't really mean anything. I mean, that could prevent a dog from getting out. But, I mean, cats?
And so here it is.
Do we think that this is wet or grease? And you just know that she's going to take the opportunity here to tell us that her hair's wet because she just showered. Really, Amberlynn, in a time like this, you're taking this as an opportunity to flex that you showered? Girl, time and place. And you did it at my birthday dinner. Really? A time like this, and you are popping your collar, boasting to your audience about how you just showered. Get a grip.
How it happened, I want to show you how it happened. I did just get out of the shower, so my hair is wet and a mess. Don't mind that.
Oh my God. Amberlynn loves to just get out of the shower and tell us that she showered. Loves. I mean, you know that she showered just so that she could have crimped hair like this or greasy looking hair like this, just so she could say that. Otherwise, she wouldn't have showered. Loves to tell the audience that she showered. I am a hygiene girly pop. Yes, I am.
So usually I take the dogs out.
Whoa. Take the dogs out? Okay, so for me, taking the dogs out would mean you get the harness on the dogs, you put the leash on, you clip the leash to them, and then you take them outside and you walk them. Not this like cracking the sliding glass door and saying, okay, honey, go TT, go out in the yard, come back in when you're done. That's not taking the dogs out. That's letting the dogs out. Big difference, Amber. Amber, you're not walking these dogs. You let them go out in the yard, you let them do their thing, and then they come back in. It's the same thing that was going on in your apartment, except it was pee pads. Now, I mean, the pee pad is outside. Rephrase this. No. Let the dogs out. You let the dogs out. Who let the dogs out? Amber.
And it was 5 a.m. Yes. I thought I closed the door. It seemed like I did. I was half asleep with a million things on my mind. And this is how far I left it open.
Okay, so she let Twinkie and Emily's dog out. They went outside, and Amberlynn kind of like sat nearby, gave them maybe, 5-10 minutes. And then they came back in. Amberlynn went to shut the door because the dogs were back in the house, and she didn't shut it fully.
Right here, this is the dining room, by the way. So after I let the dogs back in, I was just doing things around the house. It was like 20 minutes later. I sat down in the chair, and I felt like a super cold
20 minutes. 20 minutes. That door was open for 20 minutes. Oh, that's ample time for the cat to get out. It wasn't just a quick second. It was not just a quick second. Your whole world can come crashing down around you in 5 seconds. No. Didn't she feel the cold air? Well, honestly, I mean, probably having Amberlynn in the house, they probably have the air conditioning on. Because, I mean, hello, quarter-ton walking furnace. But, I mean, yeah, I guess, like, if, like, snowy air is coming into your house, that's what kind of tipped her off.
That's weird. And then I put 2 and 2 together. I came over here. It's like I said, these were closed. I opened these. I like peeked around the corner and I was like, you've got to be kidding me. And then that's when I knew. We searched this house high and low and searched like surrounding areas outside of the home. And then that's when we put it online that Rarity was missing. And
yeah, they waited. This is why they waited. Because they wanted to make sure that they couldn't find the cat within the first 24 hours. The last thing that Amberlynn wanted to do was make a flyer or submit Rarity's information to one of these websites that help people find pets, because she knew that Girl World would get a hold of it. And that's exactly what happened. She waited a couple days for anything to go public. Well, let's look in the house. Let's look outside. Let's look in the neighborhood. Let's look in surrounding neighborhoods. It was last case scenario. I swear she's changing her story. Oh, well, welcome to Amberlynn Reed. I don't know. When you close a door, it like clicks or it like makes a noise. How did she... She's also kind of hammering in the fact that this happened on the morning of the 17th. Now, remember, they were gone. They were gone the 14th into the 15th. I'm just saying that's a little fishy. That's a little fishy. But she's really making multiple points throughout this video to make sure that we know that it was the morning of the 17th. She wants to get her story straight. I'm just saying, Amberlynn goes out of town and then the cat goes missing. What's the tea with this? What's the tea with this? Do you remember when they stayed the night in the casino? She said that Emily's friend came over to take care of the pets. What if they had somebody, that same friend or somebody else come over, and that friend left the door open? Why wouldn't she want to pin that on someone else? Oh, it would. Well, oh, because then that would make Emily look careless, and we have to do everything we can to make Emily. So she's taking the blame for that. That would make Emily and her friends look careless, which we don't need any more ammunition than we already do against that girl. Her timeline doesn't make sense. Our girl would not miss an opportunity to blame someone else. But what I'm saying is she's very... she's in a very peculiar position right now because she doesn't want to do anything that makes Emily look worse than she already does. She's still trying to build up Emily to the audience. She still wants us to be on her side. It's never going to happen, but if one of Emily's friends let the cat out on accident while they were at Billy, I mean, Billy was on the 14th. Amber's first time telling us that Rarity was missing was on the 18th, but in the video she said the 16th. Now she's saying that it happened on the 17th. Really? She said in the original video that it was the 16th.
all I can think about is like, is she okay? Like, where is she? But 2 nights ago, and I put full blame on
2 nights ago. She said 2 nights ago, not a specific date. Well, when she uploaded this? The 18th. So that would have been the night that would have been the... I want to make it abundantly clear. It happened at 5 a.m. on the 17th. She's trying to backtrack. There's something to this. There's something to this. What happened? I'm just saying. The Billy concert, they go out of town, cat goes missing. Weird. That's weird. Amber, you're not... I mean... You don't make things easy for yourself. But when you lie, we almost always find out about it. I don't know why you think you're sneaky. 5 a.m. is night because Amberlynn wakes up in the afternoon. No, we're not giving her the benefit of the doubt on that. Packs of coyotes everywhere. I have 3 that come by my window a couple times a week. Waking up to them screaming at night is terrifying. Oh, gosh. Coyotes. Coyotes in the Midwest. Oh, gosh. Oh. I mean, the snow, the elements, predators in an unfamiliar area. Oh, my gosh. That's not a that's not a very happy ending. And then she posted a thirst trap a few hours later. Oh, Amber is something else. I mean, quite possibly the most interesting person on the internet. A woman who doesn't leave her house, doesn't do anything, and is 500 pounds, has the most drama-ridden, toxic life out of anyone on this planet. I mean, I don't know how. But yeah, you're right. She is something else.
Haters have officially made it to where Rarity's poster is even being taken down from websites because of the fake Twinkie one, which is so unfair and so wrong. And it's taking away, ultimately saving Rarity's life.
I want you to listen to that again. So that is why I named this the title of today's stream. Amberlynn blames audience for missing cat. The haters have made it so they have cast doubt into the minds of the people who run these websites to save missing animals. And because of that, they have taken down the Twinkie ones, but they have also taken down the Rarity advertisements. That is y'all's fault, and it was solely y'all, and it is solely the audience's fault of ultimately saving Rarity's life. That is quite a conclusion to jump to, Miss Reed. Because of y'all, Rarity's life is not being saved. Because of y'all, a coyote got Rarity. Because of y'all, Rarity can't find her way back home. That is crazy to say. A fake advertisement of Twinkie going missing, Rarity can't come home safely.
So unfair and so wrong, and it's taking away, ultimately saving Rarity's life. Like, it is literally that easy for it to happen, and so many of you...
I'm still waiting for Becky to get blamed. Somehow, some way, Becky will get blamed. Well, I mean, honestly, had Becky... Listen, hear me out on this. Had Becky not wanted better for herself or her own mental health in not being in a relationship with Amberlynn, she and Becky would still be together. And she would have never had to move to Wisconsin because, you know, she was forced to move to Wisconsin. So Rarity would still be here. This is Becky's fault. It's Jade's fault, too. Just didn't want to be in a relationship with Amberlynn. Well, now look what happened. Now look what happened, Becky. You opened the door. Ugh, selfish.
Have contacted me on Instagram saying that, like, the same thing has happened to you guys, where, like, cats can slip out the door in literally half of a second. Like, I am always...
It wasn't half of a second, though, girly pop. You just said you left it open for 20 minutes. Could have been open for way longer than that, too. It wasn't half of a second. She's making it trying to seem like, oh my gosh, I wasn't even being careless. I wasn't even being careless. The door was open for like 5 seconds. It can happen in a blink of an eye. You seriously, you have no idea. I mean, you have to be on the ball, vigilant, 24/7. It can happen like that. Yeah, it wasn't 5 seconds, girly pop. I mean, even you said so yourself, 20 minutes. 20 minutes that door was open. 5 seconds is all it takes.
Mindful and careful about things like this. I know that Rarity is adventurous. I know that she has the desire to explore literally everything. And I'm being called neglectful for it. And it's just like, it hurts. And
what do you call that then? What do you call that? You not closing a door all of the way, not realizing it until 20 minutes have gone by, the cat gets out and runs away. What do you call that? What do you... I mean, what do you want us to call that? Responsible? This isn't the first time that this has happened. Lest we go back to season 3 and remember Gracie. Amberlynn has a difficult time taking care of herself, let alone, you know, animals. I mean, maybe just animals aren't for you, girly pop. I mean, no collar, no chip, no AirTag. Bringing your cat across the country to live with your TikTok weird crushing fetish feeder girlfriend. Because I mean, if I see an animal out in the public and I see that it has a collar, the first thing I do, I mean, I've reunited animals with pets before been able to find the collar. See the cell phone on the collar, say, hey, I'm at blank blank, you know, come and get it. People see a random cat outside? Shit. I agree with those people. I think that this was a concept of neglect. I think this was neglectful of you. People are calling me neglectful. Well, yeah.
It's like, if you call me neglectful for that, then you're calling every single person who has a missing animal neglectful, and that's not the case.
No. We're not doing this roping ourselves in with everybody else thing. No. The context is different. The context of your story could be different than other people's. There's people out there that have missing animals. I mean, that had the collars, the microchips, didn't put them in random areas across the country that they have never been around. I mean, there's a lot of components to this girly pop. You're calling every single person with a missing pet neglectful in that case. No, Amberlynn. Special circumstance, girly pop. Bull. This is definitely bull. Well, if you're going to call me neglectful, then you're calling every single other person. You see what she's trying to do in this? She's trying to get the audience to turn on itself because she knows that there are going to be people in the audience that say, well, one time my cat ran away. So if you guys are attacking Amberlynn for her cat going away, I guess that applies to me too. And I don't really like that. She's trying to manipulate the audience to turn on itself. Well, you guys are not attacking each other. So we can't call all we can't call all owners of missing animals neglectful because look what this does. There's a lot of people in the chat that have had missing animals. This is manipulative. This is very manipulative. I see what you're doing, Amber. Their story is different from your story. Then no, we're not lumping everybody together. We're not. I've just had so much going on with Rarity. I have no other way of coping. I don't know how to do it. So I've just been turning to food. Oh my God. So honestly, the cat getting out is another excuse for Emily to use to Hansel and Gretel her. Oh my God. Emily is her karma. If Rarity isn't found, she better not get another cat for Christmas. Oh God.
Case. Mistakes genuinely happen. I am literally beating myself up constantly. I blame myself wholeheartly for Rarity being missing. Like
Doesn't sound like it. Doesn't sound like it at all. Doesn't sound like it at all. Kind of sounds like you're trying to blame the sliding glass door. You're blaming the audience. It's pretty much anything and everything's fault except yours. I wholeheartedly blame myself, except for the multiple times throughout this video where you took opportunities to assign blame elsewhere. Do you?
There's just no words to express the pain and the regret that I have. I should have been more careful, but neglectful, no. I'm not that. Did I make a huge, massive mistake? Yes. And I'm gonna have to—
Oh my God. Should we define neglect? I made a mistake. Okay, so we're gonna look at the legal definition of neglect. Fail to care for properly. Your animal care is called into question here. Dragging animals across the country twice in 1 year's time, putting them in an environment that they don't know where they are, failing to put a collar on them, failing to put a microchip in them, failing to put an air tag on them. I mean, girl, the definition, fail to care for properly. So yeah, this is failing to care for her properly. I think that meets the definition of neglect. You can be neglectful without purposely trying to be. Yeah, just because it's negligent and it wasn't deliberate, that doesn't make it neglect. That doesn't make it not neglect. Well, I wasn't trying to do that. Like that's such an elementary way of looking at it. I wasn't trying to do that. What happened? It happened. The cat's gone. I mean, that might work for kids. That might work as an excuse for kids. It's like, well, I wasn't trying to hurt their feelings. I wasn't trying to not include them in show and tell. I wasn't like, that might work in first grade, Amber. But I mean, when you're a whole ass adult, somebody's got to be held accountable. Neck deep into reaction channels. What neck are we talking about? Bad. Oh, well, maybe I can't use neck deep when talking about the girls.
And someone messaged and said that they saw a missing gray and white cat actually close to where we are. So that helps us, like, we stay in our neighborhood when we go out and look. And now we're also going to that spot where someone said that it might have been her that they saw. I have posted all kinds of flyers. Tommy has posted flyers. We have called shelters. I have messaged shelters. We have gone outside. We have gone on foot. We have gone in the truck very slow.
On foot. Oh my God. Well, at least she's getting some steps in. I mean, at least there is a silver lining to all of this. Amberlynn is getting a little exercise. I bet Emily's pissed about this. I don't want you up walking around. Oh my gosh.
With flashlights, without flashlights, we have called her name.
Oh my God, she got a flashlight. Hey, she took my advice. Oh my God. Is this the first time in reaction channel history that she has taken my advice? Instead of hanging out in the chat of reaction channels, how about you go get a flashlight and look for your cat? She got a flashlight.
I don't know, but I'm letting you guys know that Tommy and I are doing everything we can, and it's just like, I'm scared. I'm genuinely scared. It feels like I can't continue on with my life until I find her. And
oh, girl, what life? What life are we continuing on with? I mean, you sitting on the couch and being fed by her. I can't continue on with life until we find her.
Day-to-day basis, her well-being is what is pushing me and pushing me and pushing me. I genuinely don't understand why it had to happen.
Her well-being. Yeah, like a kidney bean or like a pinto bean. Her well-being. Unemployed giant woman has no time to search for cat that she lost. Rarity would want me to keep living. Rarity would want me to have this 20-piece. Look at her face, like in this shot right here. Like, look at her face, then like the thought behind this. I'm duping all of you. I'm pulling one over on all of you. I'm setting up for the greatest December AdSense month YouTube has ever seen. Rarity will come back like a Christmas miracle. Oh, boy. Rarity will come back like a Christmas miracle. What if it happens on Christmas? She missed the opportunity to make the reward $572.
She'll find her way back home before I find her. The looking and the finding and the posting has not stopped. Again, if you guys have any more advice that you want to give me, please message me on Instagram. I am willing to take any and all advice. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
So she put up, well, I'm actually not able to see Amberlynn's Instagram anymore because she blocked me. But she put up a story today on her Instagram of like some girl messaging her. And the message was like from some girl named Taylor. And Taylor says, "Hey girl, just wanted to let you know that I have an update on Rarity." And then the message below it says, "Listen here, fat bitch. You shouldn't have had that cat to begin with, you nasty son." Like it was a mean message. It was a mean message. So yeah, Amberlynn is sparring with people via Instagram Q&A lately. But, you know, I only know that because someone showed me that, because I'm not allowed to see Amberlynn's Instagram. So yeah, this is just one more thing that the freaking haters can use against me. Sunday scaries, they're gonna get ya. No, they're not. Not as long as I have anything to say about it. Not as long as I have a live stream dogging on big women. Somebody named themselves Jordy'S curved thumb. Stupid.